Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Nvidia report for Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I am going to start with this one. And there's just a lot to be gleaned here. First and foremost is the fact that we have approached long-term support on the daily chart. We've actually tested the same exact formations, 5-month rising channel bottom at 129.30 and kind of a 1.5-month, 2-month channel bottom horizontal structure at 127.01 on the weekly chart. So we've tested that area on the weekly chart, and that's at 130.46. This is not an updated chart. This is last week's data, just so you know, and we've obviously come off of that. So given the fact that we have tested long-term support in what is really the kind of the upper 120s, low 130s, we are now anticipating this lower 150s again over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And that formation that I wanted to show you here has not, there it is, 154.12. So you can see up here, I mean, certainly we have, 152.89. That's a no-brainer, right? The November 24 high, we took that out by just a bit, about a week and a half ago. But really, in terms of our bullish continuation, secondary breakout as we continue then into February trade, later February trade, that comes above 154.12. So 154.12 is our 2 to 3 week target. And that I will continue to say as much so long as we continue holding the 127.01 to 129.30 area. Any downward retracements into the 127.01 to 129.30 area should be considered buy opportunities on a day trade, 3 to 5 day swing trade back to 138.53, 2 to 3 week swing trade up to 154.12, and a 2 to 3 month investment, near term investment, up into what is long-term resistance on that weekly chart at 182.73. This is in reach over the next several months, holding above that upper 120s longer-term support. Working our way up today, we have 138.53. That is a 3/8 upside Fibonacci over the last week and a half of activity. It may contain daily buying pressures. I do consider it ripe for violation, not necessarily today, but I'm just saying, having come off of meaningful support, this area can be violated. But if you're a day trader, I'm going to leave it as a session containment level, because there's nothing to be said that we couldn't top out at 138.53 and fall back into the upper 120s within a few days. On that note, we have the NASDAQ 100 Triple Q. If you're a subscriber to wickedstocks.com, and I know a lot of you subscribers on wickedstocks.com also watch the Nvidia and Tesla videos, you know that the Triple Q and NASDAQ 100 have merely retraced back up to a significant price ceiling. It's a big test right now for the Triple Q and NASDAQ 100. Path of least resistance still remains south, downside by a hair. We're very close to also pivoting north into February trade in the Triple Q. We haven't done so yet, and if you're a Triple Q subscriber, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If we close above 138.53 today in Nvidia, I would expect a test tomorrow of 144.11. That is the 5/8 upside Fibonacci over the last week and a half, and within 3 to 5 days of closing above 138.53, this former channel bottom at 147.27, which over the next 3 to 5 days actually converges with that 152.89 high. So it's almost like saying that if we close above 138.53, we should, by the end of next week, push back up into the low 150s. And once again, the low 150s has meaningful resistance at 154.12, which is, once again, our 2 to 3 week objective. So if you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, you may be long already. And I'm just letting you know that what we're really looking for is the 154.12 channel top. I like these structures that actually quietly surpass the double top highs. This is where we could actually push through the double top, tag the channel top on an intraday basis, only to fall away and close negative on the day. Closing above 154.12, I would expect at this juncture within a week or two, 166.35. But as we continue through time, as we continue over the next 2 to 3 weeks, this becomes more of a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week play if we were to close above this 154.12 structure. As I've also said, if you've been watching this for some time, you know that as we've been testing this 127.01, 129.30, low 130 support that I showed on the weekly chart, that it really is that channel top that I can show here once again on the daily chart at 166.35. That remains our 2 to 3 month play, and that 1 to 2 month play. 1 to 2 months, 2 to 3 weeks, 154.12, 1 to 2 months, 166.35, and 2 to 3 months, 182.73. It's about like that, but just know that holding above the upper 120s will keep the lower 180s in reach as we continue into the second quarter, and certainly closing above the 154.12 level that I show once again, and I always lose it as I scroll through these, 154.12, closing above this will present a buy signal that I think will have real meaning because it will be above this double top, and it will also then continue into the 170s and 180s within a matter of weeks. Now for the downside, what if we close below 127.01 today? I mean, I don't see it happening, but we do have 127.01 as this horizontal channel bottom. And if we did close today below 127.01, I would expect a test tomorrow of 121.91 within 1 to 2 weeks, 114.54, a 5/8 Fibonacci off that August low against the more recent high. And over the next month, 2 at the most, probably a 3 to 5 week sell-off to 103.38 if we do close below 127.01 in the coming days. But as I said before, we have come off of meaningful support on the weekly chart. The market just, it hasn't rallied yet. But it doesn't have to rally immediately. I do think the likelihood, the path of least resistance is up so long as we continue holding above 129.30. And once again, the low to mid 150s likely over the next 2 to 3 weeks. If we close below 127.01, you could then reach for perhaps 105 strike out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a couple of months, 3 months or so on that. But we're a long way from that right now, and we'll just keep watching this and providing you excellent data. Please click like, share, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Friday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.